Hey, what's up guys? Godly Perfection here, and I'm here to show off my new side project that I started working on thanks to school. As you guys know, I just started going to college like a couple weeks ago, and one of my classes is software development or software tools, and I'm in software tools 1, game development, and we're using a program called Game Maker. Some of you may have heard of it. It's a simple drag and drop system that allows you to make games fairly easily. Um, but I've been working on this idea I had way back in Armored Core for Answer. But basically, I had this idea what would happen if you took Armored Core and turned it into a top-down shoot 'em up game. I had this idea. I was floating in the air. I looked down. I was watching some friends play, and I was like, "Hey, that looks pretty cool," and figured it would make a good idea for a game. So now I'm using Game Maker. I wanted to practice and get a good feel for the system. I've been a programmer for most of my life, so this was a good way for me to practice and get familiar with the interface. Um, I mean, Game Maker can do a bunch. It's got restrictions here and there, but it's possible to play with, and it makes things a lot easier than just going in and programming it straight through C# or C++ or whatever you're used to. It's a nice system, and it's good for people who are getting acquainted with it. So I'm going to show off this idea real quick. I cannot guarantee that frame rate will be amazing because I have AVS Video Editor saving out the next free battles video that we played on Armored Core last night. So see how long this takes? 8 hours, 20 some minutes, plus 2 hours and 45 minutes. That's like a 2-hour video. Takes like half a day at least to save these out for you. That's why it takes so long to get them up. But anyways, let me show you this game. The idea, like I said, it's going to be a shoot 'em up. I want to take the aspects of Armored Core that make Armored Core what it is, the customization, the centric focus of 1v1s and playing with friends and whatnot. And I want to emphasize that. I want to take things from Armored Core 5, just the things that would make sense. And then I also want to take things from Armored Core 4, like the tuning system, the FRS. I want to apply that to weapons like they do in this game. They have a weapon tuning system. Like I said, frame rate's terrible with fraps running. But anyways, so we have this little shoot 'em up here. I've got a simple targeting system, and if I stand still and when I fire, you can see the bullet spread. I've got an accuracy working on just firing in general, but on a target, it just goes straight toward it. I don't actually apply any bullet spread to it, so I do need to fix that. I've also set up missiles, which are kind of cool. Took me a long time to figure out what was wrong with my system because they weren't homing in properly. But they have a missile agility, they have a flight velocity and whatnot. But yeah, you can do everything at the same time. You've got a right weapon, a left weapon, and then both at the same time. I've added in a super boost feature or whatever. Quick boost and over boost will be implemented eventually. Right now, I just wanted to play around with the booster flame and get some extra speed just to see what it would be like. But this is the start of the idea. Eventually, I'm going to add in, customizable jets and whatnot. But the idea is to take Armored Core and Americanize it as well. Turn it from mechs to advanced warfighters. If you guys know the Harrier jet, I believe it's made in the UK. It has the ability to fly vertically like a helicopter, and it has a lot more controlled. So I'm playing off the idea that these are jets that we took that system and we rolled with it and made it better, and then tacked on a whole bunch of weapons. So, I mean, each of these jets would be customizable. You'd choose a frame, a set of wings. You'd choose booster setup, radar, I don't know, 4 different weapons, 2 front, 2 back, shoulder units, whatnot. Well, we don't have shoulders as jets, but you get what I mean. Additional auxiliary units. But I'm gonna play around with this idea and improve it as time goes on. I'll keep you guys updated on what's changed. I'm gonna be doing things like implementing scan mode and an actual energy drain and energy recovery and AP, and maybe make some of these enemies shoot back. Who knows? But it'll be a fun little project to play with, to get myself acquainted with Game Maker, and at the very least get a decent prototype and see what you guys think. In the end, I might even like go through, make it multiplayer, and put it out there for you guys to try out and play with me and tell me what you think. Like I said, I mean, little mechanics will be added as well. How lock-on works is, imagine you have a cone in front of you. So this cone right here, I'm going to make this visible real quick so you can see what it is. But anything that touches that cone can be locked onto. Anything that's locked on is, per usual armored core, you can fire at. Right now it's the closest jet that's to you, or the closest enemy that's to you, that it'll lock onto. Let's see. But how it'll work, that cone will be defined by your stats of your processor, basically. As you can see, anything touching this cone will get locked onto. And if they're in that cone, everything will fire towards that enemy. The effects actually don't show up above the cone, which is kind of funny when you see the missiles fire and there's no effects underneath it. But anyways, so it picks the closest unit. So right here, once I slide past, holy frame rate, it'll switch based off of which is actually closer, which is cool. This cone, the width of this, so it goes up to right here. The width could actually be wider, so it could go out to like way out here, and it'd go like less distance, so it'd have a lower range. And like for sniper FCSs, the cone would be more elongated, and the camera would actually zoom out, and it would cover more of the field. So snipers would be able to see more of the field, while closer range FCSs or processor units, whatever, they'll be more close range like this, like really close up. Trying to think of what else, other mechanics. Scan mode would do the same thing. When you hit scan mode, for those that don't know, I mean, scan mode gives you more energy. It allows you to gain more information about your targets, and that's a very crucial part to Armored Core 5. And when you do scan mode, it'll zoom you out and give you more of a more view across the whole field, and you'll also be able to see people through walls and stuff, which also be implementing collision or actual like walls and obstacles that you fly around. But I'll cover all that stuff later. Just a base idea just to play with right here, and let me know what you guys think. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll be working on this pretty often when I find the time and when I get ideas for it, or I feel the motivation to work on it. If you guys want to see anything happen, this would also be a good way to test ideas that you've had for Armored Core. Maybe some crazy weapon that you think would work in the universe. I mean, like, we've got the idea of turrets and stuff now, like deployable turrets, sentry guns, and jammers. But I mean, there are so many different things we can do with this system, and this could be a test bed, and could also be maybe one day a replacement for Armored Core 5, because we'll have more control over this as a community. So let me know what you think. I mean, if the idea is not worth my time, then feel free to tell me. I'm still going to work on it. I don't care what you say, but just let me know. I'm curious to see what you guys think. I'm going to get going for now. Once this video is done saving out, I'll put it out tonight, so you guys can watch the 2 hours of us screwing around with blade matches. That's all I have for now. I'll catch you guys later. Yeah,